Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Virtual Nunchucks, and yes, it's been a while since I made a video. We'll talk about that in another video. I want to talk about this. In case you haven't noticed, I'm playing a video game, and if you see in the top left corner, it says BF. It's Battlefield 6. Everybody seems to be playing this game. And I've moved over here from Call of Duty for a couple of reasons. One, Call of Duty just anymore this year. I'm not impressed with it. I had more fun in this beta. I had a lot of fun doing things in this game versus Call of Duty this year, and so I'm just moving over here. This is something that I play off camera. I'm not very good at it, but I do want to talk about it as far as accessibility features, because if you are familiar with this channel at all, you know that I'm a disabled gamer, and I try to find ways to play games, or find ways for people to play games at a level at least where they can have some fun with settings sometimes, and with loadouts and things like that. I do want to talk about the most awesome accessibility feature. At least I think it's an accessibility feature. Some people say it's makes sniping easier, or makes it, you know, not challenging. I've never been able to play as a sniper at all in games, except for like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, where I was basically a camper, because that whole game was a camp fest, and play that way. And in Call of Duty, you know, you can do that, but I mean, it's boring, and it's not fun to put on. It's not fun to put on YouTube, that's for sure. But to do that, that's the only way I could use a sniper. Okay, but in this game, that's kind of sort of encouraged, because it's Battlefield, it's larger, there's a lot of things going on, and I want to show you guys a loadout that is really cool, to where you can actually, there's the wrong gun, you can actually succeed as a sniper in this game, because you get to take your time, you get to position yourself, and you get to shoot from really, really long ranges. I want to show you my loadout, okay, and then show you the feature I'm talking about. This is the gun that I use all the time. It's the default sniper rifle that you get, and what comes with it default, and other guns you have to unlock it, which I'll get there eventually, I guess, but what comes default is this little gadget right here called the rangefinder. Now what this does, if you put it on the gun, is it allows you to come in here to the firing range or anywhere else, and when you're on the map, it's on the gun there, it's on the left hand side, and you have a scope, and if you notice at the bottom right, it has a 100-meter bullseye, or crosshair, or whatever you want to call it. Tells you that your scope's zoomed in at 100 meters. And I can change this to, oops, well, it actually did what I didn't want it to do just yet. But I can change this to 200, 300, 400, and 500. And in game, you can ping objects that you're looking at. You can't do it in the firing range, but you can ping objects that you're looking at and get a distance. Well, this little gadget will do it for you automatically. I've set it up so all I have to do is aim at my target, like this, and then I push and hold this little gadget for just a second, and as you can see, it says that is 114 meters from me. Okay, and then I can just line up my shot, take a shot, and there's no bullet drop. If I want to see how far that wall is, which that says 114 meters, so it will zero my scope, and I shoot straight as long as my crosshair, or my little red dot there, is on that. It will shoot straight. It'll do the same thing for this one. Oops, let's do this again. Yeah, I think it's overcompensating. There we go, 107 meters it says. I disagree, because that's actually the farthest target away, but we'll come over here and try it this way. Alright, so there, see? 114, that's what I thought. But the point is you can aim at your target and then hold this down, and it will actually tell you how far targets are from you. That's not 114. It only zeros to 100 meters, but there you go. It's 100 meters. This one says 114, but that's a lie because you can only do it for 100. But neat thing about it is you can come into a game and then zero on your target, aim, and pretty well shoot. Okay. You do have to compensate for some bullet drop depending on how far you are. But I just wanted to show you guys this. This is awesome. If you have eye and hand coordination issues, if you uh, have to hold, if you have trouble holding a scope up while you're, trying to shoot because of motor skill issues, this is a great feature to put on your gun. And you can snipe from really far away. My favorite map is Operation Firestorm in this game because I can just snipe from forever away. Let me show you my profile real quick. Now, my KD is not great because again, I'm not very good at first-person shooters for the because I'm disabled and because I just don't have uh, the abilities that some people do with coordination and things like that. So I don't do well. But this game allows me to have fun. My KD is 0.57. Yes, I told you it's not good. But as you can see, I've had 1,223 kills. And as you can see on the right hand side, I've played the recon class almost exclusively. There have been times occasionally where I've played other classes to get rid of some vehicles, things like that maybe, or at least make it happen. I have played engineer and helped vehicles and things like that. But as you can see, I have had my longest marksman kill ever so far was 513 meters. That was my long shot. I have had 66 saber kills per life, which is cool. But, and I play in Conquest a lot, as you can see. But, yeah, this is my favorite loadout, and I have taken the time to begin to level the guns up. So as you level the guns up, just like with Call of Duty, although leveling is a lot longer in this game, or it takes a lot longer, as you level up you get different attachments for your scope and different scopes and things like that. Right now I'm rocking the 6X because that's what I have. But eventually I will be able to unlock on this gun something that will make my job a whole lot easier, either a 10x or an 8x scope, which I am excited to try because that means I can go longer. But I'm still at level, I believe, 19 on this gun, as you can see them in the right hand corner there. So I haven't quite got all of this unlocked yet, but I am eventually going to unlock this and put this scope, or these scopes, on this gun and try them out. Alright? Now, enough of me talking. I've been talking for some time. I'm going to go into a match here and hopefully get some kills that I can record and show you guys what I mean by this is how I play and I'm able to take my time and things like that. Because again, if you have coordination issues, if you have directional issues, if you have motor skill issues, this gun allows me to do a lot of cool things, and the way this game plays allows me to do a couple things. So we'll be right back, okay? And I almost, oh, by the way, I almost exclusively come in here to custom search and play Conquest most of the time. Escalation's okay, but the reason I wanted to show you this is because the maps, okay? So the larger maps in this game are Liberation Peak, Myrick Valley, New Sobek City, and of course Operation Firestorm. That is one of the largest maps on this game. Myrick Valley is the largest map in the game, period, hands down. And that's where I got my 500 and something. No, actually I lied, I'm sorry. Operation Firestorm is where I got my 500 and something meter shot. because I shot a guy off that tower in that picture right there from way back in our spawn because I saw him. He was sitting there, and I just said, well, let's see if I can do it. And sure enough, I did. So anyway, I wish I'd clipped that because that would have been fun. But that's how I got my shot. All right, so I'll be back in just a minute when we're in game and see what we can find. Okay, I got lucky my first game in. We spawned on Operation Firestorm. And believe it or not, this is the same side of the map that I got my ridiculous shot from, so we're going to try it. This game is already in progress, so stuff's being open in the script. We'll see if we can find anybody right here. I shot him from right... The last guy that I got that courtesy shot from, I shot him right over here. Minus this tree. I think the tank took out the tree, so I didn't have this tree in my way. But he was right somewhere in here on this tower. Oop! Somebody's up there. Nope, there they are. 720 meters away. See? Long shot. That would have been an awesome shot to make. I didn't see him because I was trying to explain. Do I have a medic?
Oh, fucking hit!
I do. Nope, sorry. This is a mature game, guys. So, like, if... Just for the record, if you jump in, you're going to hear all kinds of things. Alright, so we're going to spawn back at the spawn. Well, I thought we were. I didn't want to spawn with my guys. That's okay. Alright, so we technically are at our spawn. I don't know what these guys are trying to do. But, they're doing something. Alright, welcome to... Really? Are we really over here on this side of the... Okay. So, welcome to, nowhere. Let's see. I don't know where the heck this is. Where are we? This isn't... Are you on Sniper Hill? All the way over here? I think we are. Anyway, this is the backside of Bob's Road, boys. And if you know, you know. If you know the line from a certain movie, a disaster movie, if this is Bob's Road, you'll understand. Bob's Road. You'll understand why I said that. Anyway, not a pop it up on screen, but I don't have to turn that one off. I've actually tried. But you can do all those things. You can spot vehicles, people. Where am I going? You can spot vehicles, people, you know, any number of things for your team, and you still get points. And if they do kill people you spot, you get an assist. So even if I don't have a great number of kills, I'm still helping my team. People like to camp D up top. They like to camp these buildings. So I'm just taking a look. But that tower today is busy. At least in this game. I'm probably not going to get any shots. And all the stuff that I've explained is not going to matter. And the beans. I'll have to do it again.
Attack support needed on the marked objective.
See, nobody's on the buildings because all the helicopters. We got some good pilots. That's an enemy tank. Coming around. I'm not sure how I got sniped or shot. Oh, there he is. Up there. I wonder if I can get shot back here without being sniped myself. There's a sniper right up here, that blue dot. Oh! There you go. No skill. Okay, well, he's deleted. So what I did, okay, I zeroed in my scope. And I deleted the guy. Now there's a dude right there. What? I shot him in the face. What the heck? Anyway, deleted that guy. off the building. That was pretty cool. Anyway, that's the kind of stuff you do, right? So, if I had a medic nearby, I'd ask for a revive, but I don't, so I'm just gonna bleed out. Um, I shot that other guy in the face, though, that jumped the wall. He startled me, but I shot him. Or at least I should have. The shot was made. That's awesome. Alright. Now let's do a little laser designating for my team. Helicopter, let's get before. See if we can force him down or force him to move. Force to crash, that's cool. Let's see what we can do for this one before he comes in and kicks my butt. And then the guy just bailed out. First another crash because they're terrified. See if we can get the jet to at least pop his flares. Yep. Forced him to crash because they're scared. So, you know, this is how you help your team. If you are a disabled person and the only thing you can manage to do is occasionally get a couple good shots like the one I pulled off just a minute ago, or, you know, help out your team this way. There's a guy on this hill up here. I don't know where he went, but he was here. You know, it helps. I did this because I'm sick and tired of feeling like, that's not exactly right, but I have to be on some kind of caffeine drug or something to play Call of Duty, and my reflexes are not great. So this allows me to think about what I want to do, how I want to do it. That's one of my guys. And be able to participate and help my team. Do I get a whole bunch of kills? No. Am I great at it? No. But can I get better? Yeah, because I can practice. I have time to think about my positioning. I have time to think about, there's food there. I have time to think about all of those things. They're coming around. He's right there. Can I get him at a full run? I doubt it. He's behind the wall, it looks like. Maybe? Let's move a little bit closer. Oh, let's take this helicopter, otherwise it'll be a pain in my butt. I hope they get to actually shoot him down instead of actually forcing a crash. That would suck. Shoot him down, I get more points that way. Come on. He's popping flares. Helicopter. Co-pilot down. Somebody dropped out of the sky. There we go. Awesome. Alright, I don't really like using the stairs because again, everybody uses the stairs. Everybody uses the stairs, nobody gets to use the stairs. There we go. 135 meters. That guy's gone. He's deleted. But now I'm exposed. So now it'll probably be a good idea to relocate, which he's going to do. Relocate, I have to cover. What is that and who's doing it? Oh, I could try to reload. I was going to go try to revive my teammate. I don't know how I got shot behind the wall. Thank you.
Thanks, soldier.
Don't know how I got shot behind a wall, but I'll roll with it.
We've begun our assault on Charlie.
We don't have, holy crap. Okay, now that one I'll take, because that one was entirely mine. Like, I was out in the open on that side. Alright, but, as you can see, it is a little bit easier for me to play as a sniper. I'm not saying I'm great, but it does allow you to do some cool stuff. As long as you're smart about the placement and what you're looking at. I just spawned with my team, which probably is in the middle of a fight, which means I'm probably going to die, because up close with a sniper rifle is not ideal. Alright. Oh, cool. Alright. But again, this is where it comes. Learning, positioning, learning all of that stuff. And I'm fairly new at this game. I have the last Bad Company that I played, Bad Company, the last Battlefield game that I played was Bad Company 2, and that was a long time ago. And I've played Call of Duty or stayed away from shooters in general because was a look at using the rangefinder, finding a way to help your team by either spotting vehicles, spotting people, getting assists that way. And again, I'm disabled, so that is the way that I do it. I have to play by using the drone. I have to play by using the laser designator, or getting fortunate people who aren't looking at me when I snipe them from, far enough distance. Um, I'm getting better, and we're going to kind of follow how well I start to do. I wish I had clipped that 500-meter shot for you guys just because that was kind of insane. I'm not saying it's the greatest shot I've ever seen, but for me, that was insane, and it was a lot of fun to do. Um, but yeah, so if you're disabled, have motor skill issues, but you still want to play as a sniper and you still want to have the option, this is the game for you, and this is the loadout for you at present. Again, I haven't unlocked everything. I want to put a suppressor on here to hide me completely from the map. Um, I want to be able to be a little more stealthy in that regard. There are two different disciplines that you can decide you want to be. When you're sniping, there's the sniper path, training path, which I have used, and the reason I'm using this is because it does allow me to have enhanced perception, so I can actually see targets with a little diamond over their head. I can acquire the target and then let the whole world see it, or my team see it, and then of course later on in the match, as the match progresses, I can get one-shot headshots where the team's medics can't come around and revive them if they're shot. Okay. The other option you have is Spec Ops, and I have leveled up enough so I can get that. So if you are one of those people that likes to play the objective a little bit closer and still be sneaky, you have the option to be stealthy and of course have gadget awareness, so you can see mines, trip mines, things like that, so you can avoid them or disarm them, and you can ping them for your team. And then of course low profile. Anytime you lay down, it clears your state and reduces your spotted status for at least 30 by 33%, which is kind of cool. I might have to check that out, but I do really like this particular path. I think it works for me personally, but I will check that other one out and let you guys know how that works too. But again, uh, if you have trouble, or even if you don't have trouble, this is still a lot of fun game. If you're not a disabled person and you're not playing this game, uh, why? Okay, why? We might actually even talk about the support class next, or even in the engineer class, because I have played both of these classes in the beta, and we'll probably showcase those and the builds that I have for those right now. Um, but I just wanted to show you guys this because this has been a dream of mine to be able to snipe and do it from a distance. I always tell my son or my family that if I have time, I'm deadly, right? If I have the time to set up the shot, make sure the guy's not looking at me, I am deadly in video games. And I've said that for years, but my family just says, "Well, you suck in video games, Dad." Well, it's because I'm getting older and my reflexes aren't as good as they used to be, and on top of that, I have a disability I'm compensating for. But anyway, enough defending that. I just wanted to show you guys that it is possible, even for a disabled person, to snipe. I am getting better. I will be learning the maps. I will be learning positioning, and we're going to kind of follow this a little bit. If you enjoyed it, though, drop a like. If you want to see news updates in regards to the gaming industry, reviews from time to time, and of course, really silly commentary and gameplay, because when I record this with no edits. I have to go back in and edit later, so you never know what I'm going to say during these. But I have a lot of fun because you never know what's going to happen in a Battlefield game. Anyway, guys, um, I do stream other games as well, single player experiences, and I go over things like that. And if I'm having a good time, I review them and I show gameplay off. So if you enjoy this kind of stuff, just drop a like, leave a comment down below, and of course, subscribe if you're new. Right now, we're sitting at 54 subscribers. Thank you guys very, very much for all of your support. I appreciate you. I haven't been on the channel very much due to work and personal life and things. But I do still care about this channel, and I do still want to do it from time to time. So I hope you guys will enjoy and stick around. And you know, it'd be nice to hit 100 subscribers. At least the triple digits would be cool. I'm not looking for a million, but I am having a little bit of fun, and I hope you come along with me. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
プレイステーション